I have the login here, and if you do not have your login, you can log in with some of these. Um, but anyway, so I have my ID created, the admin ID, and I will use that. Where will I see the plugin? Plugin Mart is the menu where I can see the current plugins that are actually contributed and configured, right? There are 15 plugins that are right now already present and we can use and reuse in our applications. So plugin named reviews, replies, and discussions. Reviews, replies, discussions. As the name suggests, it is having features about adding reviews, like on a feature request, I want to have a review comment. And then reviews will have replies, and replies will have replies further. That is how it will progress. And then it also has a feature for initiating a discussion thread of its own. Quickly see how we can define plugins, how we will see which plugins are installed, etc. So you may see a plugins menu, you may not, depending on uh, what level of access you have. It is generally available only to the administrator user. Okay, so plugin main menu has two submenus: plugin status and plugin configuration. Plugin status actually tells you which plugins are right now installed on your app. And then this is the place where we can choose new plugins, search for new plugins, and choose to install. Okay, install, uninstall, update, those kind of things we perform from here, right? So any external plugins that we have used, we can see the status of that here in the plugin status menu. Now, the next thing is I want to create a plugin which I will eventually contribute to Mart. So I can do that in the plugin configurations. Okay, so I will go to this and I will see what all plugin configurations that I have created so far. For example, let us see what is there. So let's open web page bundle. Let's view it first. And here it says it has basically two items, one category, and category means, the data type for us, right? One category named web page and another, which is screen, called page view. Only two items from here are put together in this plugin, and then a bundle is created through create bundle button press. I can create a new one, but if she's already there, there are no more changes. So I created this on the 26th October last year, more than 8 months ago, and that is still okay. So we can have things created once and never changed. We can have things which are updated very regularly. However, moving to the latest version of a plugin is individual's choice. So I can uh, stay on my first version that I installed. Uh, Going forward, we may support versioning in the bundles. Right now, you always have a choice to come to the latest or move to the latest version only. Okay, because on the Mart, it is hosting only one version of the bundle, whatever is uploaded there as the latest version. And how will we do that? So a bundle is created. I will download it locally and then log into portal, because this bundle will be created in your individual application. Then I will switch to uh, this on a platform portal app, login, and then on plugin Mart, I will do what? I will create new, or I will edit the existing one. So maybe this one, Uno web page. So I will do this, edit, and here we see web page bundle, right? So this was the earlier version. And if I have a new version, I simply upload the newer version and older version will get replaced. Very simple. Like I said, right now it is not supporting multiple versions, but going forward, we will allow select adding versions, and when we are doing the install and update, we may allow selecting a particular version and then install that. Something like uh, node bundles, node packages, or in Jira you. So Plugin Mart has the plugins hosted. Now, when you have to actually search for a plugin, you don't have to come to Plugin Mart, because Plugin Mart's content is searchable within your application. Like I showed you, if for the moment, if you go to plugin status, this is an independent app, and you can search for the apps from here. Say web page, and it actually gives you the list of the mm, of the plugins that are hosted on Plugin Mart. You can choose to view, install, or update, and do whatever you want to do. Okay, so but this feature is already present here locally. There is no need for me to install it once again, because this feature is already here. What happens when we install a plugin? All the corresponding content are copied over to the current applications database, and then it resides there. If you make changes, which is allowed, basically you can make any kind of change in that plugin, you basically is creating a derivative of your own. If you uh, update the plugin through this, your future changes that you may have done locally will be overwritten. So be very careful when you are updating a plugin. If you have made local changes after installing the plugin, uh, prefer to not update the plugin once again, until unless you are very sure that you want the latest content from the plugin mart. If you have made local changes, which is like a branch that you have created, if you reinstall, then uh, what how do you reinstall? By doing the update. So if you update, basically it will get the content from the plugin mart and overwrite your local changes completely. So that's a risk. Do not do that if you are not sure. I Right now we don't have that feature of review, reply, and discussion, and we will introduce that using the plugin mechanism. So for that, I need to sign in where with the credential which has the permissions to deal with plugins. Okay, now I see plugins thing, and for first of all, I will see if I have created any plugin configurations. Obviously, we have not, so it shall show me a empty list. We may create new plugins here which will be useful in other applications. Later on, we will do that for sure, but not right now. Instead, we will add a plugin from the mart now. So I wanted to search for the review plugin and install it. It's a very simple process. Looked up for that. I have this palette, and then I click on install. It will immediately do the installation, basically whatever is the content of that. And we don't know actually what contents are there. We do not need to know at the beginning. We will simply see if the features are available, and we will verify if something is added um, in some of the areas, for example, categories and screens and elsewhere, we will know that the things have been added. Okay, I do the install now, and it is being installed. Once the configurations are installed, it will reload, and then it will tell you that this is installed. Now, how will I know if something has happened? So we can verify traditionally by going through the data list, data category list, and screen list, and menu list, and style list, whatever configuration we expect, and see if something has been added. Okay, so first of all, I will go to data category. Now we have message and discussion added here. Okay, so some change. Next, we will see for screens. Yesterday, we had added just one screen, the home screen. Let's see if we have more screens coming. Okay, so we have many screens now. Okay, so we had one screen yesterday. We added this screen. But today we have 5 more screens added. Okay, so this is the contribution of this plugin.